Is your Streamlight Stinger flashlight light switch messing up? Well, so is this one. So let's get to how to replace it. We're going to replace it with this exact OEM replacement here. So that's what I'm going to show you guys right in this video. Let's get started. Okay, first thing you want to do when you are replacing your Streamlight Stinger light switch, it's actually the full unit in here, so I'm going to walk you guys through step by step, but I got this genuine part here, bought it from Amazon. I will put a link in the description below where you guys can purchase this exact one, but just to kind of show you guys what it looks like here, I'll kind of open it up to show you guys what we are replacing. And this is it here. So this is the assembly we're trying to get out of here. So first thing we're going to want to do is take off the back cover, get the battery out of there. We're just going to set that aside. And then you're going to take off the top bezel, the light bezel. And this is replacing an LED. This is already an LED Streamlight Stinger. And as you can see, there is a basically a ring in there that you need to unscrew. But first, we're going to unscrew these two screws on the back of the unit. So here's the light switch. Here's the screws that I'm talking about. And those are just two Phillips screws. They shouldn't be too hard to unscrew. Set those there. They're kind of small, so you don't want to lose them. Once you get those unscrewed, then what we're going to do is, it's not necessary, but what I found is a lot easier is if you remove the plastic piece for the actual light switch. So you just push it down and you remove it, and actually it's not plastic, it's rubber, sorry, misspoke. So remove this little rubber piece so that there's no, so there's the switch right there. And this, it's got two little prongs on there, and it's best if you have like a snap ring pliers if it's really tight. But what I found is if you put just a flathead screw or a Phillips screwdriver, a really sharp one, in one end, push really hard, you can kind of spin it. Lefty-loosey, obviously, that's how everything goes. And then that thing comes out, and it's basically just a little screw and keeper there. And now you got the whole light switch thing, which you just do that, and it comes right out just like that. And as you can see, if you want to compare it with your new system, you just compare it just like that, and it's exactly the same. So we're gonna set the old stuff aside, and then we're gonna go ahead and open up the new one. Okay, and the new one basically goes in like the old one came out. So you want to make sure the light switch is facing the light switch side, and then the two screw holes is facing where the screw holes go. And what I also found in Reassembly is taking, so how we took out this little rubber piece beforehand, you're going to want to put this rubber piece back in before you push the old one in. So basically you just slip it in there, slides in pretty easy, and then go ahead and put your light switch lens kit back in there. And then you're going to want to do kind of the reverse order of disassembly. You're going to have this little white ring that it comes with that came off the old one as well, so you want to put it back in the same spot. It actually has 3 indents that it fits in, so you can't really put it in wrong. It kind of has a special place that it goes into. And then you want to put your ring in and then just tighten that back down with your screwdriver or snap ring pliers. Snap ring pliers are probably the way to go, but if you don't got them, you make do with other stuff that you do have. And then while you're putting that in, it is kind of loose in there, so this little white bezel piece kind of came loose because it just sits in there basically, and it's held down by the tighten up bezel. This thing's wanting to be a pain here. All right, let's get this, because it just sits in there, so it's not really held in by anything. And this is what holds the actual light piece down. Okay, and then before you tighten it down all the way, it's probably a pretty good deal to go ahead and put your screws back in. Because if you tighten this down all the way and it kind of cockeyes those screws, it's going to be really hard to get those screws in. So before you tighten that top ring up there down all the way, go ahead and put your back screws in. And then this new kit comes with new everything. So it came with a new light, came with a new light switch, came with a new rubber piece, came with new screws, came with a new backing plate. So it's a really nice kit. I think on Amazon it is about, I think at the time buying is about $21. Not exactly sure what you guys are going to buy it for because prices always fluctuate, but I will have that link in the description below. So as you can see there now, I got the full thing in. That switch even feels a whole lot better. And then go ahead and tighten this down the rest of the way once you get that. And then the next step, you don't even have to put your bezel on, but just to test it, go ahead and put your battery back in, and then put your bottom plate on. And look at that. It works. The light actually works off the first click, which if you remember on this one, you would click it and it would start strobing, and then you'd click it again and then it would keep strobing, and then you had to click it like 5 or 6 times to try and get it to work correctly. So this one is a major improvement. As you can see, my battery is actually dying right now. That's why the light starts out super bright and then it goes dim, just because I need to charge my battery. And then you put your top bezel piece on, just like that, and you're good to go. And that is how you replace the light switch in a Streamlight Stinger light switch. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to this channel for more awesome handyman tips just like this. Thank you all so much and have a great day.